And I'm John.
And
Welcome back to the D-Pad.
Pokemon SoulSilver.
And I'm here too.
And I'm Rick.
And I'm Peter.
We're having a great time with Ekans, the Boring Boro.
Boring Boro is rocking it.
Kamazot's Bartok, Chernobog, the most renamed Pokemon. And we're trying to find a Ghastly, and I've had 0 random encounters.
Vote in the comments which one do you think is going to die first.
Gulp. Ouch. Hopefully nobody.
As the goal,
Hey, you know, to get 0 deaths would be great.
we still have not managed it yet. We've gotten close a couple times.
Yeah.
But we have not managed it. Brilliant Diamond, I lost 1, and then I lost 2 in the post game.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, it's really hard.
Oh, man. All that. We stopped recording. We played Shadow Generations.
I'm so pissed. I really wanted it.
John went to go get beer.
I really wanted it, you guys.
15% chance of this Rattata.
So in a sense, I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I don't
Your
know,
luck
we didn't say whether it was on the high side or the low side of the die. Although I suppose luck E
Lucky means the
would
thing
mean
you wanted happened.
filled with luck. I don't think it actually necessarily has to mean that it is good luck. It's used that way.
The implication is usually good luck, but arguably one could be lucky in a way where the unlikelier thing is the thing that seems to keep happening.
Right. It's unlucky. It's remarkable that the things that happen to you keep happening to you, but they're not good things.
I guess that's true.
May the odds be
Mouse
ever
spirits.
against your favor.
Take it back.
Oh, we got... May the odds never not be in your favor, says Sarah. Are you just doing Disney? What is this? Oh, another Disappointo? You don't even have enough space for Disappointo.
Oh.
You can do Disappoint, and that's it.
Did I spell it right?
Yeah, you just have 10 letters now. After Gen 5 or 6, you have 12 letters. So you just don't have space for it that you would have in other ones.
You could do...
boy.
I'm going to go back to Unsleeping City again.
Disappoint.
Because Kogrash, spoilers if you haven't seen Unsleeping City, becomes a spirit.
Oh, that's true.
Dispersed to
I was about to say the
cosmos.
line. I was about to say the line, and I'm like, it's one thing to be like, oh, here's how this ends, and it's kind of confusing, versus like, here's exactly how that happens.
Oh, shit. I did do it right. I'm super annoyed right now, you guys.
I gave a mild spoiler. You could have spoiled that.
I almost just said it, and it was literally the one... Not the one. There were 2 things back-to-back, basically, that made me audibly gasp that season.
Yep.
That was one, and then literally like 2 minutes later was a second thing that had me gasp.
What the fuck?
Wow, looks like your luck is really coming
Well,
through.
it doesn't matter now, but it's just funny.
It's very funny.
All right, sting him to death.
Bam, 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 bam.
Dude, I'm so pissed.
You know, it's funny. We had the whole thing about like making sure that it was night, and then I don't think we actually double checked the clock on the DS. It looked like night though. Like I do not doubt that it was night, but we definitely didn't even like.
I believed you. I even said, "Are you guys sure it's night?" And you're like, "Well,
I mean, it
there's
is."
lights.
But I'm realizing right now is like, right, we did this on the DS, not on like. It's not like it's using
Not
our
a
computer
networked
clock.
device, yeah.
Yeah. But no, that was definitely night. The
What if
lamps
it's
literally,
daylight savings time? It's 1 hour.
I did think about that, but also the lights were on. I would be fucking stunned if it didn't call that night.
Well, I'm annoyed. It's not that big a deal. I have a rich history of killing Gengars anyway, but
Literally the last Brilliant Diamond episode that went up right before we recorded this. Literally, it went live after both of you got here. Was me fighting Fantina and killing her Gengar in one shot with Earthquake.
Nice.
Did you cut in the clip?
So let's go for the kill right now. Oh boy! Well, there's our fighting type move we were worried about. So that would have instantly killed Chillhelm from anywhere. Whew! There we go. Clean run. I will have now. There it was. Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you just have that bookmarked on your fucking desktop?
Oh, that clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not going to hit Edgar 2, is it?
It is. No! No!
John,
Oh
why
my
did you...
God, why?
That one right there. Yeah. I cut that one in 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I meant, did you cut that one into the Brilliant Diamond episode?
I did not, because it didn't occur to me until after everything that just the... Because was it Venusaur that used Earthquake, or is it Blastoise? I think it was Blastoise. That's not going to hit Edgar 2, is it? I'm genuinely trying to remember. I don't remember who it was that did it.
Well, at least he leveled up. I'm not sure.
I don't remember either.
Which is funny.
I guess people will already have seen it, though.
You should cultivate more than the one short that's on the channel, and Edgar should definitely be in there.
Oh, jeez.
That's really funny, actually. You could make that a short.
That is probably true. I probably should.
It'd probably be our best video, hands down.
God.
That'll rapidly bring Pokefans in to watch a huge back catalog of videos.
Oh my God. And it got worse too, because at the time, because I think that was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. At the time, Gengar had Levitate, but it was Mega Gengar that didn't. Literally, the next game they put out, regular Gengar no longer has Levitate. It has Cursed Body instead.
Oh.
I think the rationale, aside from the fact that Cursed Body was put on a shitload of Ghost Pokemon, I think part of the rationale is Ghastly and Haunter actually float, but Gengar does stand on the ground, generally speaking.
No, it makes some sense, but they're playing fast and loose with the mechanics.
Yeah. I don't like how... I'm not a big fan of games that let you do weird attack patterns but don't let you see the attack pattern before you confirm. Like, it's like, okay, if I have a chance of hitting everybody in the area, I should be able to see that before I select
They
it.
may have told me, but I was... Like, it's a little clunky the way they say, like, what's going to hit what, and I'm just so used to it being what I think it's going to be, that when it wasn't, I was like, fuck. You know?
No, I remember the little diagram in some of the games on the bottom screen that shows you, like, here's where everyone's laid out, who are you attacking, but I don't remember if that was in that one or not. Woo!
Yeah, you guys having fun watching this bat
my God,
peck at this
so
flower?
good.
Maybe he'll learn a new move soon. It'll be something cool, like
early
Gust.
level Pokemon is gripping content, that's for sure.
Realistically, it'll be Wing Attack.
Well, that's fine. It's a flying move will be nice because that'll do more damage.
Actually, it might be Poison Sting.
Oh, you might be right, and that's gonna blow.
Yeah, the Wing Attack is probably more like somewhere in the 8 to 10 range.
All right, well, I better keep killing Bellsprouts so I can get there faster.
I think Poison Fang is too powerful to be learning right now.
No, yeah, we're level 6.
Oh, actually, you might learn Screech.
Not gonna learn nothing apparently.
I think
The
Screech
little
is
squirt
also
made me hurt. Didn't need to know that. Get that checked out.
Gwooth.
Yeah.
Okay, next. I wonder if he'll have a Bellsprout. How did they get away with this? Why is this one of the classic games of all time? These are terrible decisions. Hey, what if every
level 6?
enemy was the same and all their Pokemon were also the same? Would that be good game design? Do you guys think we should do that? Just so they really get that it's a Bellsprout themed tower. Like, I'm worried they won't get it. How can we make... Well, we could add more dudes with Bellsprout. Oh, yeah.
We have Bellsprout statues and NPCs who will tell you that there's a legend that the freestanding thing in the
poorly
middle...
made tower is because it's built on a Bellsprout.
We didn't build it wrong. It was meant to be weird.
Yeah. Yes, this central column that
was
is
built
loose
weird.
from the rest of the tower is, in fact, an ancient and giant Bellsprout.
Some dude just flipping
According
through his
to
Pokedex
legend.
like, oh, shit, which one can we call it? Oh, yes. This is Zebstrika Tower. Because the tower gets struck by lightning a lot. Yep.
Sorry, I'm distracted by killing this Bellsprout.
Oh, boy, you're going to be distracted for a long time.
About 2 more PP worth.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Let me leech your life.
This isn't gonna work out. I wish you could just use struggle at will. I would totally do that.
I actually, so I've been low key playing around with Pokemon mechanics in a tabletop format.
Oh,
like,
cool.
As a thing, it's very slow going. I'm like,
can you imagine the role playing? Bulba,
One of the big things, I mean, there's a bunch of things in there that I've been playing around with, like readjusting typings, I'm in the middle of trying to see if I can separate the types into like elemental affinities versus like attunements of various sorts. Like psychic and ghost things seem more attunement-like versus fire, water, earth that are more like elemental druidic kind of style.
Are you at all familiar with HeroClix as a format?
I've heard of HeroClix. I'm not familiar with it as a format.
I think that actually a Pokemon tabletop interpretation off of HeroClix would do absurdly well.
All right.
Because it's a figurines collectibles,
yeah,
which people would love.
Oh yeah, always.
And then the way that things have health in HeroClix is the clicking part. So there's a dial under the base.
Okay.
And in the base there's a window that displays one row on the dial.
That makes sense. Yeah. So it's sort of like one of those like
at full health
rotating counters.
And there's a little ring that slots in properly, and you can also just twist it. But so you just like when you take damage, you take a number of clicks of damage.
Yep.
And that'll change what your current stats are to represent like superheroes getting weaker or whatever.
Okay.
Because it's a superhero based game originally.
Gotcha.
But so that opens the door in the superhero version for gimmicks like Hulk starts with really weak stats, and then when he takes damage, he hulks out.
Okay.
And he gets stronger and stronger. Some characters gain their healing factor and can restore health only when they're at a certain low health. So it shows their attack, their defense, their movement, and there's like 4 stats in the window. I'm trying to remember. And then each spot will also potentially have a like color block behind it, which indicates that a superpower is available.
Okay.
Of some sort.
Nice, Camazotz.
You daddy.
So there would be a lot of ability to have like
what?
Surprise! I guess
he's got a hoot hoot.
Any reason why? Not Olmec. Like I know it's not a great
throw rock at Burb.
I think Hoot Hoot is probably Hoot Hoot is functionally this game's Pidgey,
right? So
as opposed to Natu, which is a psychic.
Right. Like I know this isn't a great matchup. It's going to take a while, but I don't think I'm in big danger unless he's like level 20.
I think it'll be all right.
Like I can just tackle him. Fighting won't be good.
No.
Well,
you're gonna go to sleep.
Oh my god!
All right, let's tank a couple hits and see if I wake up.
All right. One of the cute things that I've been working on has been like adjusting, stats or how level ups work or moves in general and abilities.
Yep.
I think right now abilities I've just called it's called like innate something. It's just flowery terminology till I find something that's better for it. But like growth, for example, I started working with Bulbasaur, so I expanded to grass typing, which I think right now is plant for the time being, just because I haven't decided what I want to do with that yet. But like growth as an ability, normally I believe increases your attack and special attack by 50% in harsh sunlight. So the variation on that for like a tabletop that I was kind of thinking would be like, all right, well, how about instead?
Jesus Christ.
The two things, the main one I'd been thinking was like, all right, if the Pokemon can literally is in the sun, like is in sunlight, then the dice roll for an attack is the next die up. So D4 becomes D6, D10 becomes D12, whatever.
It could be an interesting way to handle things if you're going in the like tabletop RPG direction for it.
Yeah.
Obviously, a HeroClix interpretation is more like a board game version of things.
The alternative, I was thinking,
where what you're looking for is a reduction of the overall rule set by a lot.
Yeah. The alternative, I was thinking, depending on, because I haven't decided entirely how I would want to do attack rolls in general for like what kind of die do you use for most of these? Is it dependent on what the like power level would normally be? So like not leech life. What is the first draining move? Absorb. Mega Drain, Giga Drain, maybe those are literally an increased die whenever you have the ability to expand your power base there. But like, if you have like a D10 for something, maybe increasing by 50% is actually just add a D4 of damage or something. Like you just do it like that instead of moving up the next die. I don't know. There's a lot of playing around with and seeing what stuff matches other stuff. And
broadly speaking, there's a different methodology to look at as well, which is dice pool style games.
Oh, yep.
Where you're looking for a number of successes.
Nope, absolutely.
On a set of D's 6, and then you roll more of them when you have higher stats or better abilities or whatever.
That's fair.
There's, good and bad reasons for both styles of play.
I feel like for a dice pool scenario, a critical hit would probably be easiest to do as either a number of successes or if all of them are success, depending on the size of the dice pool.
Yep.
And the bonus to that is you just roll the dice again, essentially, and get a second dice roll out of it. Because, like, statistically, you're going to get about 50% as many hits, assuming that it's a binary and not like, it's a weighted thing, so, like, better than a 14 on a D20 or something. It changes the math a little bit. Had to fight in Bellsprouts yet?
Well, at least I get to do it now with classic characters like Elder Lee. What a genius name for him.
He's my favorite.
Is. Yeah. I love
You better not be making fun of Elder Lee.
No. I would never.
Good. We're going to have to throw down otherwise.
Also known as the Wrinklies.
Look, Hoot Hoot again.
There's apparently a position that's become kind of popular in Japanese businesses, which is the American.
Oh, I've heard of this. Yeah.
Because the classic cultural rules of not being able to tell someone who is your superior that they did something wrong don't apply to an American.
Well, that sure is wrong, but okay.
So you hire in a guy who can just tell the honorable boss, the manager, that's maybe not a good idea.
Okay.
Whereas decorum...
I
love
see.
that. I would be so good at that job. Hey, that's not
decorum
great.
of Japanese culture is that you would never
just do what you're
say
told,
that your
period.
manager said something is not a good idea.
Like, obviously, to be clear, in American work culture, generally speaking, you definitely don't go to your boss and go, hey, man, that's stupid, unless you know them real well.
Sure, but there is a lot more of a predisposition towards being able to say... this is maybe not a great idea.
Yeah, there's especially nowadays compared to like maybe 20, 25 years ago, it's much more where like most folks in managerial roles are generally pretty open to feedback. So you have to present it diplomatically. You can't just be like, this shit sucks, yo. You got to be like, hey, I was going over the numbers and just kind of thinking this thing through. Do you think that this is going to like we did it this other way before and it seemed like it didn't like you have to kind of like do a little song and dance to get that info in there.
Well, and I'm sure you still have to do that song and dance in those positions as the token American who
I'm sure.
Can give the feedback to management.
Oh, man.
That's
it does have a
funny,
very product manager kind of a vibe to it because that is 100% the role of the product manager more often than not in like...
I finally defeated the elderly.
You did it. Oh, wow. Do you think that was the joke the whole time with that name, Elder Lee?
I hope so.
I hope so, too. I did not notice that. Oh, boy.
The Elder.
It's Flash. A technical machine called Flash.
Why, now you can explore the cave.
Ugh.
You can only give it to
put
one
on
Pokemon.
Fucking Ekans.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can only give it to one.
I bet you can't learn it.
I don't have a Bellsprout. You can't catch them here. Why do you just assume, you people? All right, let's see. Who can learn this shit?
Right,
what I really want to know is how great.
Nobody.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh boy.
Watch is gonna be no. So 85% chance of Ghastly. I think we fucked up. I think you guys led me astray.
We might have fucked up.
That's okay.
In my defense, it didn't.
I'm not mad about it.
It didn't occur to me until I looked at the time and then thought about, is it a daylight savings issue? And then realized, wait, that doesn't matter. We needed to check the actual DS
Should've
clock.
Just fucking changed the clock earlier when I thought of it. I just really wanted a Ghastly.
I know. There is another place you can get Ghastly later in the game.
Yeah, fucking 12 hours later.
I I don't know. Maybe. I don't remember how far in it is. Adorably, I mean, so I guess a little spoiler just because I saw it, so I'll share is so it used to be the Tin Tower, which is where Ho-Oh has his whole thing, and I think Moltres is also related to it later on too. But nowadays the Tin Tower is the Bell Tower, so there's a Sprout Tower and a Bell Tower.
That's cute.
Which is very fun. Ooh, that's a fun.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah. That opening sounded different from normal. I don't know.
It did. Maybe just because we were quiet for a second, which is rare. Yeah, I'm a little fussy.
Yeah.
I don't think my Pokemon are terrible, but I'm not particularly like amped about anybody right now.
Not for the attempt to give myself more work, but I would be tempted to go back to each of our padlocks to see if that is how you feel right at the end of the first chapter every time.
I'm quite sure it is. You don't even need to do that. Save yourself the work. Early Pokemon are categorically lame.
Yeah, and I mean, it's by design, all right? They can't give you fucking Mewtwo 2 feet
No,
out
of
the door.
course. I want Mewtwo, Darkrai, Gyarados, Gengar, Eamzor. I don't know who else.
Eamzor, yeah.
Yeah, classic.
Eamzor before Articuno.
Well, he wasn't Edgelord enough. I was trying to pick all the Edgelord Pokemon.
Oh, before Absol. Cool.
Yeah, there you go, Absol. Well, Absol's not that good.
No, he isn't. When we come back next time, we can see how good your Pokemon can be.